Hello and welcome to Tuesdays with Tom. Today's topic, confidence curve. Now, the majority of the material in this podcast, the words, the phrases, some of the quotes, can be found in the book Squeezed, located at tompabin.com. So today we're going to talk about confidence curve. And the confidence curve is something that's really important, right? If you have confidence in this podcast, I hope that you would, right, that you would subscribe, that you would, right, like this and share it with others. That's confidence. So we're going to talk about confidence curve and how powerful that is in your life. And also, if you own a business, it can make or break your business. Think about it. What's one of the confidence curves in business? It's about, right, sometimes Google reviews or Facebook reviews, right? That shows confidence. Sometimes you can know nothing about a restaurant or a movie, but you see it has a lot of 5 stars, so you must assume it's pretty good. That's the confidence curve. Now, if you're selling a service or you're involved in a business, right, then your curve might take a little longer to build trust and build confidence in your business. But what's a confidence curve for? Confidence curve is for everybody. Because as parents, right, we're leaders to our kids. I always had just two basic rules with my kids. When they would wake up in the morning, I would say good morning because I could help start their day. The rest was up to them. And I also wanted them to know that if I told them something, that it would be the absolute truth, that they could believe what I would say. They would have confidence in what I would say. And so I built that confidence curve up. Now, I hope the rest of my parenting was good, but I knew I could do those two things, right? And continue to work on those. So as parents, we're leaders who are also leaders. Obviously, if you manage anybody, right? So if you're a business owner, if you're a manager, if you lead any people at all, if you're a student and you're listening or watching this and you're in some kind of club and you got leadership, maybe you're starting a new business or maybe you want how about a new relationship with somebody? There is a confidence curve. So this all started for me in an organization called BNI, Business Network International. That's when I first heard about this confidence curve literally 25 years ago. And it talked about developing a relationship in this networking group with other business owners and managers and people. And so you would build up your confidence curve. Well, the goal was to always kind of build up that confidence curve and not have such a small ramp up, but have a huge ramp up. And so, how do you do that? And think about that. If you're in business, how do you gain confidence in customers? You do that with what I call at first beginning confidence. And what's beginning or starting confidence? That's being on time. Think about it. Do you know some businesses, some industries where people are notoriously late or not trustworthy? There's no confidence curve there. That's why sometimes certain industries get a bad reputation. Also, right, do you do and provide exactly what you say you're going to do? Right? Your follow up, is it exactly a week, right? Or whatever it is, and you follow up on that confidence. That's beginning confidence. So starting on time, being prepared, right? Doing what you say you're going to do. That's beginning confidence. So again, if you're a BNI member, right? That's all it takes. It's just showing up on time, being a good member, right? Staying for the whole meeting and doing that. You're building confidence because they see that. Now, confidence takes weeks, months. It could take years. That's why most people get married after dating for a couple years, right? You gain confidence that you're going to spend the rest of your life with somebody else. So the confidence curve in life is one of the most important things you can develop. And everybody has a basic confidence curve, right? You know people you can trust. You know people are going to come late, right? Which ones can you provide? Well, what about the advanced confidence? And that's when you go out on the limb. And why do you go out on the limb? Because that's where the fruit is. And so you go out on a limb with people. So what does that mean? That means maybe you support them in a time of trouble, right? You're going to kind of be there for them because their business is having, right, bad weather or the economy's down and their business is suffering or there's construction in front of their restaurant and they can't necessarily get the customers they want. And we all go through temporary times where we struggle a little bit. And so, really being there for other people is a way to build confidence. It's a way to show them how much you care. And so, you also share. So, if you get involved in a group of people, again, something like BNI, you share your life with them, right? You should show their kids and your significant others and your pets and your different things, and you kind of start to share your life. So you create this bond with people, right? And if I can trust them and I know and I like them, right, and I share my life with them, I'm going to get an abnormal effort, right, from them because I've shown them an abnormal effort, and that begets an abnormal result. So how do you handle your business? Hopefully first class, right? You do things with class. Again, sometimes as a BNI speaker and a presenter, right, you bring a door prize. How good is that door prize? Is it an advanced door prize or a $20 bill you pull out of your pocket because you forgot the door prize, right? That would matter. So everything to another level. We talked last week about leveling up. Well, that's how you level up your confidence curve. You're there for people. Does that take extra work? It does. But again, the more you kind of give, right, to building confidence, the more you're going to get it back from other people. Last but not least is deep confidence. That's when you really imagine living in a world where you totally trust the people that you're working with. You totally trust your leaders, the people leading your company. Imagine what you could achieve if everybody knew that you really had their back and you really were going to be there for them, kind of like parents are for kids, right? They should know, they should have this feeling that my parents are going to be there for me, right? No matter what. And so to have that deep confidence is when you really not only go out on a limb with people, but you go deep with them. And that's when you get squeezed the most. So during your times of being squeezed, right? Sometimes it's easy to say, "Hey, what can I do for you? Somebody's passed away in your family. What can I do?" But then really doing it and then showing up is a big part of it. In the deepest times, when they're having financial problems or they're having marital problems or something happens in their life with their kids or a natural disaster, right? We call these natural squeezes. The more you can be there with them, the better. A deep connection. So your confidence curve can be beginning confidence, which is just the basics, but sometimes that's hard for some people. But just doing those basic things, returning phone calls, follow up, right? All the different types of things, following up, right? Doing nice things randomly for people. Then you go to a deeper level. And then you go to, right? You go to that advanced level, and then you go to that deeper level. Those will be all opportunities. None of them, right? Think about it. None of them you have to do. But your confidence curve will stay the same, and your business will roughly stay the same. And the more confidence you have, right, from having competence, because competence equals confidence, that curve will not only take years, but it will just simply take months to accelerate and go up. Your confidence curve in BNI, your confidence curve in your business, the confidence curve for you as a leader, and the confidence curve for you as a person might be one of the most important things that you can develop today with people. Reach out to somebody. Say hi to them. Surprise them with a phone call. Surprise them with an affirmation note, right? Take some steps today to connect with somebody you need to connect with. Or maybe apologizing to somebody that did you wrong and forgive them, or apologizing for somebody that you need to. That's all part of kind of this internal confidence that you'll have. because you'll live life in full confidence of everybody around you. And when you have that, you can take a small thing and make it a huge thing in this world because people believe in you, have hope in you, and most importantly, they have confidence in you. Now go squeeze the day.